Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you're probably dreaming about that. Big leap, starting a new chapter abroad, building your career in another country, and maybe, just maybe, calling that place home one day. If that sounds like you, I've got some incredibly exciting news. Today, we re-dive into a massive opportunity. That is, making headlines. The new 2025 updates to Canada's immigration system. These changes are creating much easier and clearer pathways for skilled workers and international students to become permanent residents. So, if your goal is to live and work in Canada long-term, make sure you stick around, because we'll cover what's new, who qualifies, and how you can make this work for you. Let's jump right in. Imagine this. You go to Canada as a student, finish your studies, get some great work experience, and become part of the local community. In the past, you might have had to wait for an uncertain immigration invitation. But now, there's a defined route that can lead you straight to permanent residency. Or perhaps you're already working in Canada, building your career and starting to think of it as home. Suddenly, you discover the government has launched a simpler process to help you stay permanently. That's exactly what these 2025 policy changes are all about, giving skilled workers and students a smoother, more achievable path to PR. Here's what's happening. The Canadian government, through Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, has unveiled the new 202-52027 Immigration Levels Plan. This plan is one of the biggest shifts we've seen in how Canada manages immigration. It focuses on helping people who are already in Canada, those studying or working their transition to permanent status faster. In fact, over 40% of new permanent residents in 2025 are expected to come from within Canada itself. This means students and workers who are already contributing to the country's economy and communities will now be prioritized. That is huge, because it completely changes the game. Before, most PR candidates were applying from overseas, competing with thousands of others globally. Now, people already living in Canada will have a major advantage. Another major announcement is the introduction of category-based draws under the Express Entry system. Starting in 2025, Canada will hold targeted draws for applicants with specific skills and work experience that the country desperately needs. These categories will highlight individuals with Canadian work experience, along with a brand new education-focused stream. So, if you've studied in Canada or worked in key sectors like healthcare, social services, skilled trades like plumbing or carpentry, or education, you'll be at the top of the list for invitations. This move clearly shows how Canada is aligning immigration with real workforce demands. Instead of general selections, the focus is now on people who can immediately fill skill shortages. There's also talk of a faster, more direct route for temporary residents, especially those who already hold valid work permits. In the next phase of the plan, Canada is preparing to introduce an accelerated PR transition that could benefit tens of thousands of temporary workers. While this part of the policy might roll out fully in 2026, it's a clear signal that the government wants to reward those who are already settled, skilled, and contributing to Canada's growth. Now, international students are a big part of this change too. While the government has started tightening some study permit regulations, the overall message is positive. Canada wants to keep bright, skilled graduates who are ready to enter the workforce. The system is now designed to help those students stay and build their careers, instead of forcing them to leave after graduation. You might be wondering what easy PR pathway really means. Well, it doesn't mean everyone gets permanent residence without any effort. What it does mean is that the new system is more efficient, more predictable, and more tailored to those who are already part of the Canadian system. If you're a strong candidate with the right skills and experience, it's now significantly easier for you to qualify and move forward. Let's talk about what this means for both skilled workers and students. If you're a skilled worker, your Canadian work experience is now more valuable than ever. Under the new Express Entry categories, candidates who've worked in Canada, especially under the Canadian Experience class, will get higher priority. Your occupation also matters a lot. If you're in healthcare, construction, trades, or education, you're directly aligned with what Canada needs most. And if you speak French, especially outside Quebec, that gives you an even bigger advantage as the government encourages more francophone immigration. For international students and recent graduates, The key is to make smart choices from day one. Choose a designated learning institution and make sure your program qualifies for a post-graduation work permit. This permit is your golden ticket to gaining Canadian work experience, which is the stepping stone to PR. Your field of study is also critical. Programs that align with high-demand occupations will help you get PR faster. So if you're choosing a course, lean towards something connected to healthcare, IT, education, or skilled trades. Now, let's break down the core of the 2025 immigration changes. Canada plans to welcome around 395,000 new permanent residents in 2025, with over 40% of these spots reserved for people already inside the country. The express entry system will now have category-based draws, including one focused on education, prioritizing candidates with Canadian qualifications. The government is also gradually reducing its reliance on temporary immigration, creating smoother routes for temporary residents to become permanent. It's a major policy shift. So, how can you prepare for this opportunity right now? First, take an honest look at where you stand. Are you a skilled worker with Canadian experience? Are you a student whose course is on the eligible list? Assess your current position. Next, match your career or study field to the sectors Canada is prioritizing: healthcare, education, skilled trades, or technology. If your current role isn't in one of those, consider ups. Language proficiency is another huge factor. Being fluent in both English and French can open extra doors. Keep your documents up to date and your immigration status valid. And of course, stay informed about express entry updates, because timing can make all the difference. To make this easier to visualize, let's take an example. Imagine you're a student from India studying mechanical engineering. You finish your degree, get a post-graduation work permit, and find a job. After about 1.5 years of work experience, you improve your language scores. When the express entry draw opens for people with Canadian education and work experience, you enter the pool and receive an invitation. Within months, you become a permanent resident. That's how realistic these new pathways can be. So, here's the big picture. Canada's 2025 immigration plan is a game. The government is shifting its focus to help skilled workers and students already in the country become permanent residents faster. If you prepare smartly, choose the right field, and build experience, you could be next in line. But don't take this lightly. The opportunity is huge, but it rewards those who plan ahead. Here's what I want you to do right now. Take a minute, grab a notebook, and write down your current status. Ask yourself, where am I in this process? What is in my next step? What can I do over the next 6 months to make my application stronger? If you want a video guide showing exactly how to apply under these new 2025 express entry categories, let me know in the comments below. I'll gladly walk you through it. That's all for today. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our updates. Share this with anyone planning their move to Canada. It might just help them too. Thanks for watching. Stay focused and keep chasing your Canadian dream. I'll see you in the next one.